Welcome back. We're here now with Sandi Grass from Big Brothers Big Sisters. So Sandi, tell us about your organization.
Well, first of all, Pam, I'd like to say thank you very much for having me here. I'm thrilled to let everybody know about Big Brothers Big Sisters. We've been in Medicine Hat for 40 years now.
Wow.
And yeah, Big Brothers Big Sisters is a nonprofit organization that helps kids that just need a friend. So we've got a variety of different programs. I think most people identify with sort of the one that you see in commercials and things where you see the adult, the mentor, and the child out playing basketball or at football games or whatever. But that's not the only program we have.
Okay.
We've got in-school mentoring program, which runs during the school year. So volunteers go to the schools and they work one-on-one with the child.
Oh, okay.
We've also got teen mentoring, which is super fun. That's where we match teenagers with children from elementary school,
that's
and
great.
they meet once a week, and it's super amazing because the teens are volunteers. It's their own time.
Wow.
They do it just because they love it. And then we've got Game On and Go Girls programs, which are a little bit different because they're shorter programs. They're group mentoring programs. They come in, they talk more about nutrition, self-esteem, and things like that.
Okay.
So our clients are typically any child between the ages of 6 and 16 that just need, like I said, for one reason or another. Lots of times it's single parents. Unfortunately, it can be other things, death in the family, things like that, where they just need a mentor. They just need somebody in their court that's there for them, that's just a friend. They're not a counselor. They're just there to enjoy being with the child.
Together. So this is really a volunteer-driven organization.
Absolutely. We actually have a very small staff. There's myself and 2.5 caseworkers that run all of the programs, and everything else is volunteer. We typically serve about 100 children, about 100 families a year. So those are all matched with volunteers. So exactly like the previous visitor that was here was talking about Medicine Hat being volunteer. It's amazing how much people step up. Interestingly enough, though, we also need volunteers just for one-offs. Like we have golf tournaments that people, if they just want to help, if they believe in what we do, but they're not ready to make a commitment because most of our programs require a significant commitment.
Right.
But they just want to help. Like I said, we've got golf tournaments, we've got Conquer the Coulee, we've got Bowl for Kids coming up, we've got bingos, we've got all kinds of things that people can get involved and not be with the children and have that level of commitment. So it's wonderful.
Lots of things.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to volunteer, is it lots of red tape? Is it tricky to get involved? How do you do it?
It's actually a pretty simple process, but it does take some time. And again, it sort of depends on how you want to volunteer. If you want to volunteer with a child to be a mentor, our job is to ensure everyone's safety.
Right.
So of course there's a process. There's an interview, there's a police check, there's a child and youth check that has to happen. And then it becomes a matching process. It becomes getting to know the volunteer and know the children that we have that are waiting, that are on our waiting list, and to make the best partnership that we can. And so it's because Big Brothers and Big Sisters really is foundational in relationships, long-term relationships. And we've had lots of cases where children reach the age of 16, they're no longer in our agency, but that friendship has evolved and it maintains, and lots of times we get letters from people that, you know, so-and-so invited me to their wedding. I was their big when they were 10 and 12 years old, and we've stayed friends for forever. And so it's that kind of thing.
So Bowl for Kids is your next event, and might that be something where you're looking for sort of more volunteers, or how, or do people participate?
Bowl for Kids it's a national fundraiser. It's every Big Brothers Big Sisters across Canada does it. However, it is our biggest fundraiser. That's where we get our largest amount of funding in that sort of respect. But all of the funds that we raise stay here and support all of our families and our programs here. So 100% of the funds raised. So the best way for people to get involved with Bowl for Kids is to register a team. Registering is now open. You can go onto our website, bbbsmedhat.ca. There's a
Right.
link,
Right.
or the actual registration site is bbbs.kintera.org, and Kintera is Kintera.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm so glad you were here to tell us about this today. It's coming up really soon, and this
It
is a really good
is.
way for people to learn more about your organization, check you
Yes,
out,
please.
and get involved and do some
Yes.
bowling, which is probably fun too.
Oh, we've got
Yeah.
a Hawaiian theme this
Oh,
year.
fun.
We've got lots of prizes.
Oh,
We've
that
got,
sounds great.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
have fun. It's meant
Yeah.
for families.
Yeah.
So if your family or if your business wants to get involved and get a team from work organized, it's
Sounds
a great
perfect.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Sandi. Really appreciate you
Thank you
taking
for
the
having me.
time.